Hi, today we're going to learn about surface tension by doing some easy experiments with household items. Water, of course, is necessary for the survival of humans and other organisms, and surface tension is a very cool property of water that helps enable life on Earth. What do you think will happen when you put a paperclip into a glass of water? Normally, the paperclip will sink to the bottom since it is more dense than water is. However, if you lay the paperclip very gently on the surface of water, it will actually float. So how is this possible when the paperclip is more dense than water is? So the paperclip was able to float because of something called surface tension. Water molecules are cohesive, which basically means that they like to stick to one another. When you have an amount of water, such as water in the glass from before, the water molecules below the surface are pulled equally in all directions. However, the molecules on top are pulled together more tightly because there is no water above it. This means that the surface molecules share a stronger force between one another than the molecules beneath the surface. So this kind of creates a thin layer of water on the top that pulls together sort of like a skin. It is that top layer of water that allows the paperclip to float. However, since surface tension is not super strong, the paperclip only floats when you put it on the water without breaking the surface tension, which is why we put it on very gently. This is the reason why sometimes you will see insects walking on water. They are able to do this because they are light enough that their weight is supported by water's surface tension. Here's another experiment involving surface tension. So we have a dish of water here, and I'm going to pour some pepper on the surface of the water. Now I'm going to dip a Q-tip into some soap and place the soapy end of the Q-tip into the middle of the dish, which causes all the pepper flakes to spread out away from the Q-tip. So why does this happen? This is actually because the soap disrupts the surface tension, which causes the pepper flakes to start moving. If soap breaks water's surface tension, what do you think will happen if we add soap to the paperclip experiment from before? Because soap disrupts surface tension, and surface tension is the reason that the paperclip is floating in the first place, the soap will make the paperclip sink. There are also a lot of art projects you can do because of surface tension. There's a Japanese paper marbling method, it's called suminagashi, and it uses surface tension to produce patterns that can be transferred to paper or fabric. If you're curious and want to give suminagashi a try, you can buy suminagashi kits online for around $10 to $15. I'll put the link in the description box below. So I'm going to start by adding ink just to that center over there, and you see how the ink spreads out? That's actually because of surface tension, and how we're going to make our prints with suminagashi is because the fact that the ink floats. So I'm going to add some more colors. I'm going to add green, and then I think I'll also add some blue. And the colors are going to spread out because of surface tension and just kind of sit on top of the water, which is how we're going to be able to transfer them to paper to make prints and patterns. So after we've added all of our colors, we can take a toothpick or something like that and just sort of swirl the colors around to make pretty designs. You're actually not supposed to touch the water itself with your fingertips, because if you do, the oils on your fingers also disrupt surface tension. So that's why we use things like toothpicks. So now we're going to lay a piece of blank paper just on top of that, and because the ink floats, it's going to transfer completely onto the paper since it's just sort of sitting on top of the water right now. And once that's done, you can take the paper off and you will see the print on the other side of the paper. So that's suminagashi. Again, if you're interested, I can put a link in the description box in case you want to buy a suminagashi kit or something like that. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. There are so many cool experiments that you can try at home to see surface tension in action. Hopefully you learned something new today and are able to have a better understanding of how surface tension works in day-to-day life. Bye!